What kind of a hoe are you? Like, what is your type of hoeing? Because another day, another episode on the POV. My name is Naneke Adepa, and this is the podcast that you get your premium fucking content. I get so excited when I sit here because I know that one way or the other, we're going to impact some knowledge, in each other. And so I appreciate your presence here. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and then share. All right. Join us. Let's make this, blow up, so that others too would find it, so that it will give me the motivation to go ahead and do it every single week. As you know, I do 2 episodes every week, and so expect another one on Saturday. So for this week on the Let's Talk segment, all right, we're going to be doing a thread as usual. But before I go into the thread, right now there's something trending in Ghana right now. When you do anything small, like when you make a statement like right now on X, a girl went to write, "Babe, why are you not cooking for me today?" Or "Why are you not treating me well?" or something. And somebody's response would be, "So if I treat you well now, what do you want me to do when tomorrow?" I don't know if I said it right, but it's a meme that is actually trending right now. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Okay, let's get straight into the thread that we have for this Let's Talk segment. It says, "What's the secret you discovered that made you leave your ex?" What's the secret that you discovered that made you leave your ex? Mind you, last week was specific, which was cheating. This one is an open thing where whatever it says, it could have been anything at all. So let's get straight into it. This one said, "Saw a message preview on her lock screen of a dude heart reacting to a message from her saying, 'At least, whenever I'm with him, I'm thinking of you. We had just come back from a holiday for our anniversary and moved in together.'" Damn. No, that was cold. She's a marriage and a family therapist. She fucked a client. Damn. As a therapist here, this is something that could actually get you, out of the system. Somebody can report you, get your certificate or get your license revoked and all that. So, it's very risky. He decided to see other women, but forgot to tell me about it. Wow. He had an affair with my cousin. Like a lot of the ones I'm seeing is he. The she I've gotten is just like 2. He. I bragged to a friend in front of my girlfriend that my girlfriend and I had only fought once in our 2 years of dating. My girlfriend said the reason we never fought was because she didn't care enough about me to fight about anything. She also was cheating on me, but I didn't learn that until one day after the relationship ended. Wow. His drug dealer called to let me know my husband had a 3K per week cocaine habit and he owed money. Just calling to let me know they know which school bus my kid rides. Oh yes, this one you better leave because you can't. What? Him being a pedophile, continuing an extramarital affair with a single mom so he could molest her daughter with permission. They are both in prison now. Wow. God damn. 3 months after moving our 3 kids and us to another state, she was cheating and got pregnant. She had a child with that guy, then proceeded to cheat on him to get pregnant again, except with twins. So 6 kids in 7 years with 3 people that I know of. What kind of a hoe are you? Like, what is your type of hoeing? Because I found her and her sister texting about birth control. Most specifically, the sister was going to start deliberately sabotaging her. When I asked about it, I was told it was okay. She just trying to make sure he stays. I left fast enough. You could see smoke. It could see smoke. Wish I knew who the sister's boyfriend so I could have warned him. Wow. Some of these things, they keep busting my brain. So my reactions are going to always be the same. Wow. Because She was talking to a guy in another state, decided she liked him better. He was coming to see her, and that's when I found out about him. She basically told me he wasn't going to be happy to see me around and to go away. Well, the joke was on her because he came to tell her he found someone at home and was breaking up with her. After he left, she decides to come crawling back to me. As much as I wanted to get back with her, I just couldn't trust her, period. That was how, that he was fantasizing about places, ways my body could never be found. He said it out loud once, and that was it. We have kids together, so I have to still see him. But thankfully, my now husband makes sure we never alone together. Hey! This one was planning on how to buy you. She knew we were tight on money after she moved in with me, and she needed to find a job urgently. She claimed to be applying for jobs all the time. She didn't want me looking over her resume or application letters. Months later, I discovered she never applied to any jobs out of fear of rejection. Oh, that's sad. That's actually sad. You shouldn't have left her. She needed the help. Like, that was somebody that was going through something. He had been molesting our biological daughter for years. He's in jail now awaiting trial, period. He deserves it. You shouldn't come out. They should lock him and throw the key away. He left his phone at my place and asked me to bring it to him. I still don't know why, but I opened it, no passcode. He had left the text message with a picture of another woman's vagina on it. Fucking hell. The co-worker, he was worried. I was attracted to. I was. The difference is I never talked to him outside of work related, outside of work related things, and shut him down immediately he showed interest in me. A girl co-worker gave my ex 1 ounce of attention and he cheated and left me for her almost immediately. Later regretted it and said the grass isn't always greener. Are you mad? Now he's with her because I wouldn't move back with him and he didn't want to be lonely. Glad I stayed on my side of the lawn. I could never want to be the one responsible for how awful another person feels because I couldn't stay faithful at work. A partner should never have to feel insecure about going to your work. That's it. Like, wow. I'm going to end the let's talk here, but wow. Okay, wow. Things are fucking happening. Like, wow. I'm still processing some of the information, but that being said, let's get straight into the tales and confessions segment of the show. If they posted it on social media, then they made it our business. And since they made it our business, we're going to make it our business. Now let's get straight into the stories we have for this episode. It says,
Let's have it.
I would like to keep my identity hidden. I'm a 19-year-old girl. I'm very pretty, as a lot of people love to tell me. But one thing I always think of and say why to myself is all my siblings have defining body shapes, whereas I do not, but have a pretty face and skin. I have always had insecurities about my ass since day one. Never really noticed it till I got to my teens. When I was enrolled in school, that's SHS, which was a single-sex school, they started body shaming me and I never liked it. My close friends would comfort me by telling me how beautiful I am, and ass is nothing, but will fade away later. They played their roles very well, but it seems I never was convinced. I started wearing hip pads and foam, which made me confident in public places. It still wasn't enough, so I started taking in pills. It seemed that it didn't work too. I was in a relationship which was online before I completed SHS. So I was very comfortable with it till he asked to meet me and how he has longed to smooch me. Due to my insecurities, I wasn't too comfortable with people touching me because I'm afraid they might notice the foam. So I had to look for a way to break up with him. Yes, my friends do tell me it's not all boys who love butts. I'll get someone who would love me as I am. But this was never about them. It's all about me and how I want to be confident around myself. And hold on, please. I do love myself. I'm in the university now and people know me to be pretty and have everything a girl would want to. But nobody knows that. But nobody knows what's really in. I would love to start a relationship, but due to my insecurities, I find it hard to accept guys who approach me because I'm afraid I might be caught and shamed. How would I know he's the right person and tell him the truth to bear with me? Because I'm not ready to have an injection or implant. Though I can afford, I can't stop wearing it because I'll be ashamed. All I wish is that I can travel somewhere nobody knows me and be myself at least. That would help me, but this is what I'm stuck in. Help me. My dear, I think with this particular story, we had a conversation, right? And it's been a long time he sent this to me. And as I said before, the stories come in, but because it's a lot, I read them, as they go. Now, our insecurities have a way of making us feel like we are not enough. That's the thing. Until you start appreciating yourself, nobody would appreciate you. That's the thing. Until you start thinking that you're enough, nobody will think you're enough. Because the thing is, even if you meet a guy that is comfortable with you, that loves you as you are, my dear, you yourself will not be comfortable with it. That's the thing. You would always think that he may go in for somebody who has a bigger ass than you. So you need to be confident in yourself. You need to be able to, walk over your insecurities to be able to get somebody to love you. You need to work on yourself. That's what you need right now. You don't need a man actually. Right now, you need to work on yourself so that when a man comes into your life, the man is just coming to complement what you have. Now, this thing about body shaming, right? People that even online see you and start talking about how big your tummy is or how flat your ass is or how big your nose is or how big this is or how small that is. This is what you do to people. If you don't know, this is how you make people feel when you constantly talk down on a certain part of their body. This is how you make them feel. This is why some people will go extra to go and get implants. This is why people will go extra to get their body enhanced. Because they don't want you coming to backlash them again. Do you understand? Me, I come to understand that I have stomach. It's not even a joke. I have stomach. I've done gym. I've stopped eating at night. I've done a lot of things and the tummy doesn't go down. I'm not going to kill myself because of that. I remember that one time I posted a video of me literally just dancing. And then there were a bunch of guys in my comments. Some of them were very sweet and very nice. And I appreciate those who were that. And there were some silly people in the comment section being like, so you that you talk plenty, wow, you don't even have ass. So you are this. And I'm like, how did this person expect me to feel with that comment? But me being me that I am, I just told the person that if this is what makes you feel good about yourself, of course, go ahead and do it. Because I've come to the realization that I'm not going to allow anybody to make me feel less of myself. Because you know what? I have somebody that loves me. That's the thing. And that's on period. So my dear, love yourself. And I know you said you love yourself, but love yourself to a certain extent where if somebody tells you he doesn't like you because of your ass, don't allow it to bother you. Because listen, you're beautiful, period. Whatever you have, I've never seen you before, but whatever you have, God gave it to you for a reason and you're beautiful. Okay? Just do a little bit of squats and stabilize it and you're going to be fine. Okay, you're going to get yours. Just be confident in yourself because until you get to that point, whatever anybody is going to say to you will not make any sense. Okay?
Let's have it.
Hi, keep me anonymous. My bestie told me what she has been doing recently in school. She's a 15-year-old girl in JHS3 who is attracted to girls. She sent me video of her having sexual intercourse with her classmates. She insisted on stopping, but she's always tempted by them because they send her nudes and ask her for sex after school. Whew, JHS. JHS. That's fucking crazy. JHS. Wow. JHS. My dear, I don't know what I'm going to tell you, but you need to sit your friend down to have a conversation with her. Personally, I don't like discussing stuff about these sexual preferences because we are in a country where they are stuck up on one thing and they are not ready to listen to any other thing. So I'll personally tell you to sit down and be sure of what exactly, sit your friend down and be sure of what exactly she wants. If it's something that she doesn't like, if lesbianism is something that she doesn't like and she's being pushed to do it, then she needs to stay away from those people. Okay? Then she needs to stay away from those people. If she has told you that she wants to stop, then she needs to stay away from those people. She needs to create boundaries. Just block them off her life. Okay?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Please keep me anonymous. I've been with my boyfriend for a year now. It's a distance relationship. He's outside the country and I'm here in Ghana. When we started the relationship, everything was going on well. We used to talk frequently every day. Just last year, November, this guy changed all of a sudden. He once called me, neither text me too. I had the instinct that he was cheating on me, but I had no proof aside the attitude he was giving me. He came to Ghana on February and we had some time together before he left the country. A few weeks after he left, a lady called to inform me that he's in a relationship with my guy and they stayed together in the same apartment over there. I was really shocked because anytime I talked to him on cheating, he would never admit it and would always fight with me. The lady called me because they had a misunderstanding over there and my so-called boyfriend wanted to break up with her. And she was able to find out from my boyfriend's chat with his male bestie. Right now, I want to break up with him and he asked his family members to come and plead for me on his behalf. And he's also begging me to forgive him. One more thing is that he is having a baby mama, but he never informed me until the issue came up before I got to know. Please, I need your advice on this. Should I forgive him and accept his apologies or I should end the relationship with him? Please end the relationship with him. 2 weeks ago, last week, I said something here that men do not forgive cheating girls. So why the hell should you, a girl, be forgiving a cheating boy? Please, leave his black ass. Leave him alone. Dump him. He cheated on you and on top of that lied to you about the fact that he had a baby mama. Didn't inform you and you had to find out. No. Leave him, please. No. Leave him. So far as men will not forgive cheating girls, why do you have to forgive a cheating guy? No, leave him.
Let's have it.
Please keep me anonymous. I was staying with my ill mom. She loved me and I loved her too. Cause in my family, she was the only person who is there for me apart from my nuclear family. Last year during September, she told me she wanted me to come. So I went. She told me someone at a workplace likes me. I didn't like him, but my little mom talked to me and I accepted her. But the guy started acting strange, always work. So I told him I can't. He went and told my mom, but when we were dating, even if he gives me something, he would tell my mom all because he knew my mom before me. I resumed school. So one afternoon, my little mom called and said, I don't respect. So why did I break up with the guy? And I wanted to explain, but she didn't listen. I kept quiet till she finished talking. So when she was done, said bye-bye and she hung up. I thought maybe she is angry. So, if I call, she won't reply. So I didn't call. So my last conversation with her was on the 15th of January. Yesterday, my mom called her and she asked her what at all have I done. And she said, I have been insulting her on my stats because of memes. Because of memes I post, but I post memes for fun too. Yesterday, I texted her apologizing, but she blue ticked me because, she blue ticked me. Today I tried calling her, but she hasn't answered, and she told my biological mom I don't call her. Please, now I don't know why you are allowing, I don't get it. So this is why I feel like people should allow people to be. You try to hook me up with somebody, the person doesn't have good character, but because of you expect me to be with that person. My dear, respect is definitely reciprocal. If you've done your best, you've sent him messages apologizing for the so-called insults because of memes you say you post for fun. You know that you've not insulted her, but as the regular African that we are, when even a grown-up is becoming foolish, you still have to apologize because you are the younger one. Just apologize and leave it and live your life. When your mother comes to talk to you again, send your mother screenshots of what's going on. What? If she's not in your life, would you die? What kind of rubbish is this?
Let's have it.
Hi, POV. I'm a girl of 20 years who will turn 21 this month, and I'm a student of College of Health and Wellbeing Kintampo, a level 200 student. POV, I relocated to my new house at second semester of level 100. At first, I used to stay with a roommate, but due to some misunderstandings, I decided to move out now. Here comes my story. In the house I moved in, I had a neighbor who was also a student as me, but was in level 200 by then. But now he is in level 300. If we were to be in SHS, I would have said he's my senior. Long story short, I really like to make friends with anyone I find myself around. So, one afternoon, our lectures was cancelled, so I decided to prepare something for myself. So as soon as I was done, I saw my neighbor coming back from lectures, so I thought of sharing my food with him. From there, we became friends. Let's call my neighbor Chrissy. One day, I was in my room when I heard the voices of some two guys, so I realized it was my neighbor and his best friend, but I didn't know. I was in my room, but all I heard was, I have a new neighbor and she's a nice girl. Then his friend replied, if you like her, make you do while there. But mind you, I never liked my neighbor. I just saw him as a brother. Fast forward, my neighbor introduced me to his best friend. The name he was carrying was the name of my ex, so I didn't really vibe with him. The name he was carrying, what the hell? The name he was carrying was my ex's name. So, I didn't vibe with him until one day I was very sad and needed someone to talk to, but my neighbor was busy, so he called his friend to keep me company. Let's call his friend K. So that time K was having a laptop. So he brought it along, that time, and I had a guy in the house and he also had a girlfriend. We started to watch some funny videos, which made me happy. From then, we kept showing different movies. I started feeling sleepy, but he didn't allow me to sleep. He kept insisting we should watch another movie, which led to sex. How did you move from movie to sex? After the sex, he left. POV, I didn't regret it. I really liked it, but I said to myself it was never going to happen again. But the next day, he came around and we had sex again. I started developing feelings for him, but didn't want him to know. He also played to be hard guy, so I didn't want to take him serious. But as we continued to have sex, the more I loved him. I started giving my boyfriend attitude and won't answer his calls, won't reply his messages. All that time to my guy was about to travel to the States for his master's because he was a doctor in Ghana here. He was supposed to travel with me, but due to how I was treating he went with his ex-girlfriend and later called to tell me to move on. Now, K2 has started misbehaving, cheating, not checking up on me, doesn't have sex with me. Later, I found out he was having an affair with someone else. I'm heartbroken. I have lost everything, my boyfriend, and now him. So I started giving K attitude. So he changed, but he didn't keep misbehaving. As I'm talking to you now, K has been coming to my place since I stay in the same house with his friend. He eats my food, but anytime I see him, I get angry. My instinct tells me to poison him. Please advise me before I commit murder. Hey! No, listen, this is what I need you to understand. Take responsibility for your actions, because I feel like you want to blame him for you giving your boyfriend attitude when he didn't send you. You mentioned that Kay had a girlfriend, you had a boyfriend. So what you both were doing you both were just, having sex with each other, and you caught feelings and you decided to ignore your boyfriend that you had future plans together with. So how is Kay to be blamed for this? Both of you should blame each other. So don't go and murder him. And no, you will be arrested. You will go to jail. Your future will spoil. Shay. Madam, please. Don't go and commit any murder.
Let's have it.
POV, I'm looking for my niece. By name, Christiana Amagashi. The father is Seth Amagashi from Tegbe in Kita district. The mother is called Mary from Winneba. They were staying in Tema Newtown before my brother passed away. Later learned that Mary has also passed away. Contact me. Okay, and so that's the number on the screen. Please help. Let's find Christiana Amagashi. Okay. We did this magic here and then we got someone in touch with their family. Please let's do another one and help this person out. Okay.
Let's have it.
I'm almost 20 and my girlfriend is acting strangely of late. We had made a promise not to hide anything from anyone, but she always hides her stuff from me till I find out. She'll be like, I'm sorry. But currently she just made a decision and I barely knew of it till she broke it out to me because I found out, but pretended as if I hadn't. She says she met a guy who had introduced her to 2 other guys who she had decided to do drop shipping with. She'll post items, then she'll go get it for you when you're interested, then you pay. But POV, I'm scared and shocked by her answer. I asked her why she didn't tell me and all she says is sorry. She's now asking me to help her in her drop shopping. POV, I kind of think she might be into something. The guy, POV, please advise me. I don't get your story. Are you thinking that she's into the guy? You are barely 20. You said you are almost 20, so you're not 20 yet. So if you think your relationship is stressing you, my dear, sit down and have a conversation with her. Let her understand that what she's doing is affecting you, it's worrying you. And the fact that she keeps hiding things from you. And the thing about saying sorry is this. When you keep saying sorry without backing it up with actions, it becomes It becomes part of your language. You just saying it for saying sake. You understand? So let her know that she has said sorry a lot of times and it's beginning to feel like it's a long story for you. Like she's just saying it for you to get off her back. So have that conversation with her and know what her head is at. And if her head is not in the right place, just end it. Okay.
Let's have it.
POV, please keep me anonymous. I have dated a girl for about 4 years now. We started when she was about to complete her SHS. I was in school one day and she called and told me that she was not feeling well. So I advised her to go to the hospital for treatment because she has literally reported that problem to me several times. Immediately she went to the hospital. They admitted her for 2 days. Meanwhile, they were writing mock. On the second day evening around 6, they discharged her. So she called me and told me that they have discharged her, but she is tired. I wasn't around, so I told her to take Okada and go back to school. On her way to pick Okada, she met some guys who tried to anchor her and take Okada, but end up taking her to their room and raped her in their room. She reported the incident to me. Immediately after the guy finished all what they did to her, she went unconscious. And when she got to school, they took her to the hospital again. So when she came back to live, I told her to take some contraceptives, but because she was too shy to send her friends to buy that for her in the morning. So afternoon time, I called one of my friends and told him that my wife is not feeling well, but she needs contraceptives emergency. So he should go to town and buy her one. She asked me, have I started sleeping with her? And I said, yes. Meanwhile, we have not done such thing before. All because we want to settle. I want her to learn and never become addictive on such things. Her friend knows me and her mom too knows me as her friend. My friend bought the contraceptive, but when she was going back to campus, the security man searched him and found his phone plus the medicine. He took both and asked him to go to campus and see him tomorrow. Because his phone got seized, she has no other means to call me and inform me of this moment. I called the girl to ask her if my friend has brought something to her, and she said no. The next morning, I called her to give the phone to one of her friends. I know she did that, and I told them to help her. Meanwhile, she has reported the same issue to them. So they took the case to the administration. At the time, they didn't take it serious. So the girl is having complaints only with me, her parents and her friends. Her mother went to the school and gave her some traditional medicine to treat and also bought her contraceptives, but it didn't work. At that moment, they have started writing their WASI papers, so I don't call her as I used to, just to allow her to focus on studies. She called me after one of her papers and informed that her period didn't come. Oluwami. I told her to report to her mom. She did that exactly. When she completed, her mom took her to the hospital and they confirmed that she was pregnant. Fast forward, they went to the house where the guys took her to. The guys who raped her was there and her mom. They do all the things needed they were supposed to, and the guys was not able to deny because he knew if he denied, her mother would curse him. I called the girl and told her that I can't stay with her since she's now carrying a baby for someone. Because I am advised that to stay out of her life. Meanwhile, I stated that by myself. She told me not to do that to her because she can't stay without me. I understand the treatment I give to her without having an affair with her or doing bad thing to her. I insisted on her offer and she tried to commit suicide by some harmful chemical while pregnant. She thought she's the only one in the house. She takes the drugs, and fortunately, for me, there was a friend of her who went to her house that afternoon. So she shouted out to seek for help and they admitted her in the hospital. Her mom called me that she's calling my name, sir. They don't know what I have done to her. They got to know that it was a breakup that I initiated with her that got her that. They advised me to stay and give the support to her. And I did too. She delivered and got a beautiful baby girl. That same year, she was about to enter into school. I advised her to stop and give the attention to her child, though her mom would take care of her. But mom too, work is tedious, so they won't allow her to look after her better. The next year, I bought admission forms for her and her mom told me not to worry about her fees. They would take it themselves, so I should focus on my school. I accepted that and she went to school. She started seeing a friend who was scamming Ghanaians who are abroad. I advised her to stop and she asked me for a breakup. Is she stupid? After a couple of months without calling her and texting her, she comes back with an apology with an elderly man. Please, should I accept her proposal or let her go? I'm in the comment section with it. I think your girl has a problem. I think your girl, you see, all those things that she went through has affected her one way or the other. She has not probably dealt with it well. I am not going to say go back to her, as in date her immediately. But I think you can accept the fact that she did something wrong and you forgive her. But you're going to actually monitor her to see if she's going to be as faithful as she claims that she wants you back. I just don't think you should outright say, I don't want you again. But I think both of you have been through a lot. And I appreciate the fact that you stayed, even though it had to be on the verge of suicide. But I think that girl has been through a lot. And she needs you. Okay.
Let's have it.
POV, please keep me anonymous. I'm a girl in the university level 200. My recent roommate I got in this year gives me problems. Let me go straight. So my money got missing twice. I asked her and she said she didn't take it. Fine, I let go of it. During our first semester exams, I found out I was pregnant. I told my sugar daddy and he said I should give birth because he needs a baby girl. I tried talking to him about how strict my dad is, and he was ready to go see him when I vacate. I wasn't convinced. So I used my own money to abort the child. All this my roommate was aware. Fast forward, she finished her papers before me and went home not knowing all the things I told her about my pregnancy. She told one lady before going home, and the lady was with her boyfriend at the time, and the lady also finished and went home and asked for my number and texted me to be careful about my roommates because she's telling people about my pregnancy. And she came to her and took the toll that she doesn't like the way I'm spitting that evening. I texted my roommate and I apologized to her for irritating her with my symptoms. She replied and I aired her like 4 messages. When I also came home, I saw a message from her saying I've been talking bad about her to people who they all come to tell her. I said, fine, send me proof and I'm also going to send you my evidence. She then apologized for telling the lady, but my main focus is I want a screenshot of what the person told her that I was painting her bad. She can't provide it. She can't even tell me the name of the person or if the person they might whistle or not. POV, only God knows what this girl has been telling people outside. I want to draw boundaries, but I can't give her attitude throughout. Please, I need advice from your followers. You can give her the boundaries. Me, my own is don't even be friends with her. Charlie, some people like that are dangerous to deal with. Don't give her that. No. Don't. Give her the attitude. Really, for me, give her the attitude. Okay. Take her out of your life because person like that you can't trust. Okay? Yeah, you can't. So please, move away from her. When the semester ends, you can find a new hostel and allow her to. Because she's a gossip. How can you tell her something? You to close your mouth. How can you tell her something and she's going to tell somebody that doesn't even know you? I mean, that's crazy. Alright? Thank you guys for watching this episode. It's been amazing. I mean, the stories have been scattered all around, but it's been amazing. I'll be seeing you in the next episode. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share. And I still have some products from Kerez around. So you can order for your lip gloss and your lip scrub from me in my DM or on the Kerez page or on my Snap or wherever. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe. Bye.